Well, it's another end of a weekend, and just dropped off my son because usually, I have him in the weekends, and just have fun together. Let him, he's a gamer, so he likes to do gaming. So, but yeah, I just want to just talk about the last. Video clips that I uploaded, specifically a lot to do with motivational content. Now, there was a lot of engagement in the last few videos, which awesome. That's what I like. I like to engage with others. Like if it's like motivational content. Whether it's a quote or a thought, and for those that want to talk about, the either they agree or disagree. So, which is, hey, if it's something that clicks, if it's something that resonates with you, great. That's awesome. That's what I want to do. You see, that's my engagement with the community is. Now you could see here, there's a couple here, that I'm showing here. Like, for example, this quote here. I can just, even put it up here a little bit, Everything will work out in the end. You don't need to know how. You just have to trust that it will. I mean, there were comments, comments there that a lot of likes on this one here. You have to do it a bit too, and I replied here, but it will still work in the end, even when you do your bit as well. So that's one engagement there. This one here, which got 6 comments, where I interacted. And you can see here, I'm going to post it here as well. I know there's a bit of noise, but you might not hear. Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow. That resonated with me, actually. I mean, think about it. Like, if you didn't have any problems, in life, where would we be? Like, I think personally, you need some sort of challenge in your life, to learn from it, challenges, obstacles, and from there, once we learn from it, and once we get success or achieve something, this makes us grow mentally, right? I mean, because the majority of our lives, we deal with so many things, right? Like I said, it could be at work, it could be school, it could be just normal day life. Everybody is different. And the other thing too is different parts of the world as well. I mean, I consider myself blessed, living in the Western world. And yes, I mean, there are little problems and hardships. I mean, going into the week now, where I'm going to have to see, like, what's my job, like, am I going to get a letter, or am I not going to get a letter? Will I have a job in the near future or not? I mean, if you think about it, it's terrifying. Like, just imagine people losing their jobs, and they have livelihoods that they have to go through. It's tough out there. It really is. But it is not the end of the world. you have to be very perseverant. You always have to have a positive mindset, because when you think of that, think positively, then you come up with things like, what can I do, right? What can I do better? If I lose my job, do I maybe go back and study? Or do I find some side hustles, because then I'll have more freedom, the more time to do the side hustles that I want to do. Like, for example, I'm working on selling content. Like, I'm really into, for example, D&D, being, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. And when I was a kid, like, for example, in high school, I used to play that with my friends. Like, we used to create characters. There used to be like a dungeon master who would do the story, and then from there, we engage, like throughout that storyline. So that's more like, fantasy or sci-fi, because it could be also too like Warhammer 40K, or I remember there was a Star Trek, like role-playing game as well. So that's one thing that, even to this day, even reading books as well, based on Dungeons and Dragons. So I read that. So that's fantasy. And the other thing too is motivational content, because I like to talk, positively. I like to just become a little open-minded, to think about, what life is really worth. What is the purpose of our life? I mean, this is not only positivity and motivational, but if you think about it, it's metaphysical as well, right? You kind of ponder, saying like, what, there must be something, a reason that we are here. And then what we do is we research, we come up with things like, of what is out there, the seen, the unseen, the normal, the paranormal, right? The science, right? There's a lot of unknowns out there. So going back to this one here, I mean, there is a lot of comments, about this one. God, please help me. Like, there may be people struggling out there. I understand, and I just want to say, like, I'm with you, right? Because we all deal with shit, right? So that's and we gotta move on, right? And I say, like, God help us all. God help us all, right? We need that, spirituality, faith, right? Another person here, he says, I am as big as I ever want to be. Great, yes. See, we need to take positive action and show others our true potential in life. What you said resonates well, and hopefully encourages others to be the best that they can be, right? The other one says, accept every chronic illness ever. Totally agree, right? I mean, right? That would be a curse that I would not wish upon anyone, right? Because, yeah, I mean, that is a problem, right? That is a problem, a health problem, which, if you have a terminal illness, I mean, that's scary stuff, man. I've had family members that passed away from cancer. A family member, like, that I knew real well. Like, they used to know me since I was an infant. To my adulthood, to my first wedding, where they actually came, like there were times, like, a period of time where I did not interact with this family member, and then, once I did, it was, it brought joy to me. And God, like, I really do wish he was still around, the things I would say. But I mean, that is life. I mean, it's diseases are, I pretty much say it's a curse, upon this face of the earth, upon this existence. And if there is an afterlife, or that, and with where we don't have this problem, like, in terms of health, because hey, we're just basically a soul in a meat suit, right? That's what I would say. We do deteriorate. Our bodies do have limitations. We are born, we grow, we age, and get to old age, and yeah, we're like, give you an analogy, like we're like an automobile, right? An automobile has, like, an engine. It has its body itself. It rusts. We rust as well. The mechanics of the vehicle, the automobile, given time, it deteriorates. The same thing with us, the parts, and us given our organs. It does deteriorate. But when we're here in existence, like, I talk, right? I speak, I talk, I breathe, right? I reflect. I blink. I listen. All this coming from our brain. But what is this, that where we contemplate? They say it's the soul. They say it's a spirit. I mean, yes, I understand if you in terms of medicine and science, they talk about neurons firing, like, neurotransmitters in our brain, electrical impulses. But there's something to me that I kind of fascinates me, like through all these thousands of years of all types of human beings that were around, they came up with so much things, so much inventions, so much science, so much mathematics, technology, building structures, right? Great wonders of the world. Once upon a time, they existed. And now, well, they're just but a memory. And where are they now? And where does all this information to do all this come from? Is there like a higher source? Is there like a higher dimension? Well, that's something that, we all want to ponder, right? And think, right? So yeah, this is, like I said, this great quote here, and engagement, right? This is very important, is engagement with one another, right? For us as a community to grow together, right? To see what is out there, and I will continue, like, posting quotes, like this too, and then see what you, my subscribers or non-subscribers, if you're really interested and you like what I post, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, which again I do really appreciate. I really appreciate that. And let us talk, right? Let us discuss, because this is how we grow together, right? Problem, reaction, solution, right? There's always something that that will come. That's what I got this from another subscriber that I follow. His name is Gregory Manarino, and he talks mostly about economics and what's happening in our world, especially down in the United States. But there's always, like I said, there's always a problem that occurs, and then with that problem everybody reacts to that problem, and then from that reaction whoever comes with a solution. But in this case, let's take it with our discussion. Like, let's react to the problems that we see occur, and then hey, maybe we can come up collectively to a solution. So that's just wanted to share this here. So but yeah, this is great. This is great content, and if you wish to discuss about anything that you have in mind, feel free to put it in the comments below this video. For those that are passing through and watching my video, for non-subscribers, tell me your thoughts and what you think. And I'm up for any sort of subject. So what I'm gonna do as well is that I'm gonna post some products that I am selling. So mostly fantasy based images, I guess to be used for, if you want to use it as a wallpaper, if you want to use it, to put into a t-shirt or a mug, or I'm planning to do more of that. And so mostly, like I said, it'll be like, fantasy related, as well as motivational, like quotes or something, content, something simple, and yeah, so like I'll put it in the links in the description. So thanks all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.